Hi, welcome to today's class. This is the beginner version of Smooth Move, a class where we're looking to smooth out the edges and make every move feel a little more smooth. It's also harkening back to our days in the old brick and mortar studio where we used to call our classes Smooth and Move. So in the more intermediate version, it's kind of a mix of the two. I would say it's a smooth class, but some of the challenges can feel more challenging towards that move side. So it's definitely a brain teaser, but a fun one. Let's begin on our back in a bridge the block. So we'll take a block between the thighs, right up by the pelvis. It can be the medium width or the skinny way. Bring your hands by your side and just start to lift and lower your hips. And notice how my rib cage is staying down. I'm just lifting the lower half. That's not typical to how most people or traditional yoga or even a lot of fitness people describe a bridge. That's how we do it here in LIT, just to focus on lengthening out in the back body and keeping that pelvis neutral, not compressing into the low back. And so we'll go ahead and bring the hands up and start to stretch out the wrists, pulling back on the finger break of one hand, just for a few seconds here. And then switch. Bring the other hand across the other fingers and pull back there. Still warming up the back body. We want to heat up these glutes. They're a big part of what can smooth out some of the edges of our moves, making them flow more strongly and with less herky-jerkiness, if you will. And then we'll lower down, allowing the sacrum to land. Let's leave the block where it is. The feet on the floor. Interlace your hands behind your head. Bring your elbows in. Take an inhale. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower down. Exhale, curl up, not pulling with the hands, but lifting with the sternum. And take a small turn to the left, staying off your left shoulder blade. It's not a big rotation. We'll come back to center. Inhale, lower down. It's maybe an excursion of an inch or two with these elbows. Exhale, lift up. Elbows are towards one another. We take a small turn to the right. You actually feel the left side of the body cinch in. And we'll come back to center and inhale as we lower. Exhale, lift up. Take this small turn to the left. Now lift the right heel up. The ball of the foot stays down. And notice how that makes it more challenging. Lower the right heel. Come back to center. Inhale as you lower down without popping those ribs. Exhale, pull down in the front ribs to lift you up. Take a small turn to the right. And now lift the left heel up off, leaving the ball of the foot down. Lower the left heel, come back to center, inhale, lower down, just one more time each side. Exhale, lift up. Twist through the ribs to the left, lift the right heel, now slice the right arm outside the thigh without rolling on the left shoulder blade. Bring the hand behind the head, lower the heel, come back to center, inhale, come down. Exhale, lift up, lift with the sternum, not the hands. Twist to your right. Lift the left heel and slice that left arm outside the right thigh. Good. Bring the hand behind the head, lower the heel, come back to center, and we'll lower down. Well done. Take your block out. You can just bring your feet as wide as your mat and let your legs just rock from side to side. Get a little release of your inner thigh and your spine, a little rotation of the spine, a little rotation of the hips. Good. Now let's come over onto hands and knees. You can bring the blocks up to the front of the mat. Get them ready for you here. And now we'll lower the forearms down to the floor. You can clasp the hands together or you could leave those forearms parallel to one another. And lift your hips up, coming into a dolphin pose. So the ears will come back towards the biceps, but they don't need to necessarily come in between them. We want to feel that lift in the pelvis. And the knees are bent. They are not straight. Let's lower the knees back down. And we'll try that again. Push into the forearms to lift up, hoist with the low belly. And then maybe you bend one knee and then the other, like you're pedaling out your feet, stretching out your calves. Good. And we'll lower the knees down and sit the hips back for a child's pose. You can flip the palms to face up, really releasing here into those shoulders. We'll make our way up to stand to begin the flow. Now I'm going to use blocks. You don't have to use blocks if you don't want to. This is a beginner level class, so blocks are great for beginners. Blocks are great for advanced practitioners. I love using my blocks. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge. Bend the knees. Bring the hands to the blocks or the floor. Step your right foot back. Drop your knee. Untuck your toes and reach the arms up, pressing into the top of the right foot. We'll move the blocks, coming into a quadruped. Now walk the right foot back behind you, tuck the toes. Walk the left foot back, coming into a plank. Right away, we'll drop the knees. Now hug the belly up as you lower down to just let the bottom ribs land, coming into cobra. Lift your chest. We'll press back to hands and knees. So I got to slide my knees forward. Let's grab the blocks underneath the hands. We're going to work on smoothing out this move, coming back to down dog on blocks. Now that's going to give us some more space so we can step the right foot towards that block, drop the left knee down, and lift the chest up, untucking the toes, reaching the arms up. So blocks can really help smooth things out. Grab the blocks. I like the taller setting. Lift the left knee and step it forward. Let's try that again. Inhale the arms forward and up. Exhale, hinge. Bend the knees, hands to the floor or block. Step the left foot back. Drop the knee, but not the toes. Reach the arms up. Right hand can grab the left wrist, traction up towards the sky, and side bend to the right. Hugging that left buttock towards that hip to stabilize the pelvis. Now we'll lift up, move the blocks, come into quadruped. Send your left leg back, tighten the core here. Send the right leg back just for a moment. We'll drop the knees and lower all the way down. Slow and controlled. Lift for cobra. Pulling the chest forward. Take it back to hands and knees. Now once again, we'll bring the blocks underneath the hands on their flatter setting. That's just a bit more stable. Taking it to downward facing dog. Bend those knees. Now use the blocks. They're giving you more space. Step the left foot towards the blocks, drop the right knee, we'll keep the toes tucked, reach the arms up, left hand grabs the right wrist, and we'll side bend to the right, opening up into the right side body, just breathing here. Now lift up, we'll grab the blocks on their taller setting and step the back foot in. Here we go, first sequence. We'll start the same way, push down, rise up, bend the knees as you bring the hands to the block, step the right foot back, drop the knee, keep the toes tucked, leave the arms down as you lift your chest, and we'll roll one shoulder back and then the other. So hugging this right buttock towards the hip, so we're stable in the lower half, allowing this upper half to move, the rib cage to rotate a bit. Good, let's go ahead and bring our hands on the flat blocks, coming into down dog with the blocks, and we'll pedal out the feet, bending one knee and then the other, getting into our calves. Breathing. Now listen up. We're going to pause with the right knee bent and shift forward. Drop the right knee down, open up the left hip. This is called a stargazer. We can pull the left elbow up to the sky. Now, big move coming up here. Bring the left hand to the block, come into down dog, and open up the right hip. So I'm hovering that right foot. Let's try that again. Come forward, lower the right knee. Right hand stays in the block. Left elbow draws up as we open the left hip. And we plant the left hand. You could come into down dog, or you could open this right hip, lift the foot. One more time. Let's drop the right knee down, open up towards the west side or left side of your mat. Stargazer pose. Now use your abdominals to lift up for a grounded warrior variation lunge. Left forearm will come to your left thigh, and we'll breathe here. Now we'll bring the right hand to the floor. You can move your blocks and slide your right hip to the floor, facing the back of the mat. Both hands will come behind you. We're coming into a two-hand table. Now your hands can face towards your heels or out to the side, your choice. Let's lift the hips up, push into the feet. As you lower, open the knees wide, a little butterfly. And then lower the feet, lift the hips up, lower the hips, open the knees wide. Knees come back up, push down, lift, and lower to open. One more time. We lift up, and then we'll lower, open up. Now bring this right knee towards the left, coming into a side sit. So I'm on my left hip, my left hand is down, right hand can come to the hip, and then just drip or drop your right ribs towards the left. These left ribs are coming towards the left arm. Now you can even bring your hands to the ribs here to kind of help with that. And then lift your ribs into your right hand. Now slink the ribs away towards this left arm, and then lift the ribs towards the right hand. So now we're moving from the rib cage. And we want to watch this left shoulder that we're not collapsing into it. So I'm not going all the way down. I'm still staying a little lifted. As we do these little slinky moves here. Rib dripping, mobilizing the rib cage into the low back. Good. Now we'll turn to face front. Come into hands and knees. So plant your hands at the top of the mat. And we'll come up to tall kneeling. And now step your right foot forward. Grab your blocks and step into the right foot for a standing L. Left leg will lift. Find that triple S. Find length in your spine. Now cross the left leg behind, but off the mat. So it's a wider cross the legs. As you push into the feet, rise up. Bring your right hand to your hip. Left arm will come up and over. Big side seam stretch. Good. And then we'll lift up. Unwrap the legs. Inhale the arms up. Let's try the other side. Exhale, hinge. Hands to the floor or the block. Step your left foot back. Drop the knee, but not the toes. Lift your chest. Leave your arms down, and we'll roll the shoulders here. Up, back, and down. Now this left hip is hugging in with the strength of the glute to stabilize the pelvis. Maybe even energetically pulling back with that right heel. We'll bring the hands to the blocks, coming into our down dog with the hands on those flat blocks, and we'll pedal out the feet here, bending one knee then the other. Walk the dog, as we say. Walk in our downward dog. Ooh, that feels good in those calves. Let's meet up with our left knee bent. Now shift forward and lower the left knee to the floor. Open the right hip up. Left hand will stay on this block. Right elbow will draw up. This is called Stargazer. Now we'll plant the right hand back on the mat. You could bring it to down dog, or you could lift the left leg up in this open hip. The knee stays bent. We'll try that again. Shift forward. Drop the knee. Open up the right hip. Draw the right elbow up. And we'll plant the hand on the block. Send it back to down dog or this three-legged dog with the hip open. One more time. Bring it forward. Drop the left knee. Open the right hip. Stargazer. Draw the right elbow up. And rise up to grounded warrior variation. Right forearm to the thigh. Left arm up and over. Just breathe here into this left side of your body. Good. We'll bring our left hand to the floor, moving the blocks away. And then lower the left hip. Turn to face the back of the mat for your two-hand table. Your hands will come behind you, and we'll lift the hips and lower. Open the knees. Knees together. Lift and lower. Open the knees. Knees together, lift and lower. So really feeling that smooth move here, smooth transition. Let's pause with the hips down in that butterfly. We'll close the left hip towards the right, coming into our side sit, stacking the knees and the hips. Let's bring the hand on the ribs. I liked that cue better. As we shift the ribs towards the right arm and then lift the ribs towards the left hand. Shift the ribs. So again, I'm not going all the way down. I'm just moving in this controlled range. That's going to smooth it out. Otherwise, it becomes really jerky into our right shoulder especially, but even possibly into your lower back. Easing into that. Good. Last time. Let's turn to the front of the mat for quadruped, hands and knees. Grab your blocks, or come up to tall kneel. You can grab your blocks, step the left foot forward. We got them on their tall setting into our standing L. Right leg will lift. We call this a standing L because there's not really a split. The legs are about 90 degrees or less apart, and we find our triple S. Now cross this right leg behind off the mat, so there's some space between your legs. As you rise up, left hand to the hip, right arm up and over, a big side seam stretch. Oh, that feels good. And lift up and step the feet together. Well done, everybody. You can come onto your back into a little shavasana, maybe leaving the knees bent up, knocking the knees together and flipping your palms to face up. Just relish in just what about 15 to 20 minutes of movement can feel like in your body, really smoothing out those edges. You can always stay here a little longer. Press pause. You know the drill. We'll heel toe the feet towards each other and come on up into a seat. So you can work your way up towards that intermediate level class. There's no rush. You take your time stepping through and really building up your practice, getting lit, smoothing out your moves. Thank you so much. Have a great day.